Winterland, tell me all your secrets. Fill me in on your wildest moments. Colored trees, your yellow leaves move me. Dancing roofs, your painted red shakes the room. When I get there, I'll let my feet roll. When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control. When I get there, I'll know the answer. Let me know when I get closer. Winterland, you're my sailing ship. Guide me in when you head for your trip. Right out of this wicked black and into bright sand. Straight toward the warm sun and into his hands. When I get there, I'll let my feet.
Welcome back to Osborne Park for the final match of finals day here at Men's Country Week. It's going to be our fours final. It's Pinjara versus Quairading. We're really looking forward to another massive final. 17 ends the journey here. It's brought to you by AFGRI and Regional Men's Health Initiative. And on behalf of Bowls WA, Clive Adams here with Peter Harris. How are you, mates?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, buddy. Hanging
Yes,
in.
It has been great so far, and I'm sure this one won't let us down either.
No, this is a change of pace. Sorry. Been around a long time, these fellas.
All right, so we've got Pinjara's Brad Ball skippering with Peter Italic, Leon Birch and John McCook. And they'll be taking on Quairading's Bill Fraser, Colin Hayes, Vincent Hadlow and Rob Wilson. And we are underway. There is no roll-up because the teams have already practiced on the green while our singles final was on. So we are straight in.
Don't be confused about the pants because they've all got the same colour. So look at the tops. White tops and Pinjara's got a bit of yellow.
That's a bit better. I felt like I needed to shout for a while there, but we've turned up a little bit, so that's a bit better. Now we have Pinjara using the yellow stickers and Quairading using the white stickers.
17 ends, of course.
Yes.
So strap yourselves in, grab a coffee and enjoy the show, hopefully.
Well, that one's just come up a little bit short. That's is that Rob?
Oh, it was Bullet.
That's Bullet, isn't it? Yeah. So they're
Bullet.
not playing in the order advertised. That's okay.
No.
That's why I was just looking a little confused there because I'm pretty sure that was Bullet. Yeah.
So Rob's the sub. Well, he came in for George Anderson.
Okay, and he's playing as two.
He's playing as a two.
Yep. Okay. All right, Rob. Just going to carry past with that one. But still 1-2 Quairading at the moment. Bill didn't miss him. I'm sure these guys will have a bit of fun as well.
Oh,
Brad.
they've been playing together for a long time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when that happens, you tend to get away with a
Yeah.
bit more chat than you might normally would.
Any jack on the end of this one? Not quite. So bear in mind that, as I said, the players haven't had a roll-up on this particular rink. So first couple of ends might be a little bit of a rangefinder for them. There's Rob now. Looks to just take a little bit of weight off, and the trick there is not to take too much off, Pete, which is what he's done.
Yep, no, the conditions haven't got any better since the singles. It is still blowing fairly gustily. It's not even consistent. There'll be times when it's not blowing much and times when the marquee's nearly on the green.
Well, Leon's found his way through here, and he's just gone too far for shot, so a little bit loose first end, but that's what comes of not having a roll-up available. I must admit, I'm always a fan. If I can have a roll-up, I'll always try and pinch one. It's just a nice little settling sort of feel for me. If there's an offer of a roll-up, I'll take it. Now, this hand will be interesting because how much have they watched of the previous games might come through here, because you do not want to get caught wide on that side of the rink. Peter Italic had a good run in the state pairs. Peter Italic. And this looks handy.
Well, I can say he's got the line right first up.
Yeah, it's well played. Just needs it to stop now. I think it will.
Ooh, it did run a bit, didn't
It's
it?
close. Okay, still got it. Was the call from Bill. And as we mentioned, Chucky Hayes, eternally about 25 years old. Chucky.
Got caught out here again. Great, pretty good weight both times, but
Yeah, and then walks back saying, well, it didn't bend. Yeah, we'll get used to it. Peter now, any sort of weight just off his previous attempt will do the job. He's got the clear run again. He has. And?
you did say any, and that's about all he had.
That
is
will
any.
do it. I'm pretty sure that one will be number one. And signal there from Louis Berto lets us know that it is 1 yellow. You might say, why have we got a marker on the rink? It's just to help out the live streaming. It's nice to have someone on there signalling the shot for us so that we can give you the best information.
Players don't always do that.
No, they're either not willing to signal or don't.
Or don't. Or they know their skip, or their players know it, so they don't need to.
Yeah. Bill's one of those guys, when he turns up on the rink, you go, okay, I should have this under control. And then he produces bowl after bowl after bowl. He's not far away with this.
Nice start.
Looking to land, just misses. And a great bloke, as we said during the singles.
Of course, Brad, last year's pairs champion, looking for another title.
State
and of course,
pairs
state
champion.
pairs champion.
Yeah, thank you, Peter.
With Russell, I can't remember. I don't think he beat too much.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, but you might have been on that rink somewhere.
Potentially.
You yourself and
I wonder if Cody's watching.
Cody Packer, you
Wonder if
watching still, Cody?
If Cody's not watching, then it was his fault.
But Brad led very well. Unaccustomed position as
Certainly
it was
did.
for Brad.
Played really well.
And Russell Bates certainly played very well.
Yeah, all jokes aside, played really well.
Yeah, and that was a good game.
Yeah. Yep. This is very much in the area for Bill. Still needs it to just get down.
So we're looking at...
Well, one thing we
At least
do
one.
know is Brad is never shy of attacking.
Of an opportunity.
If something's worth a couple, he'll go looking. And that's exactly
what
what
he's
he's
doing
doing
now?
here. Yep. I don't think this will be over the top weight, but
I think it will.
I think he goes bigger than that yet. And he's got the bowl he was after, but it's sitting
gone
there
nowhere.
spinning. I think it might still be just the one.
It's a nice colour to spin too.
1 yellow, so
That's a
that is
tough
one.
way to get a one.
One to the Brad Ball combination. They already had one.
Yeah.
But they, one it is. First end of 17 to decide our Country Week 4's champions. Pete, I don't want to. There is of course the trophy for the most successful club.
Club of the of Country Week.
I don't want to be making
Don't want
any
to give anything
assumptions,
away.
but if Pinjara were to win this,
They're close. They are in the hunt.
you win the pairs and the fours, you'd have to be somewhere near it.
You're in the
and,
hunt.
and runner up in the pairs.
Yeah. If there is a betting market right now, you better get on.
When 8 players came to the event.
Yeah. Yes.
We might ask where the rest of them were.
Yeah.
Very successful club, Pinjara, as John McCook goes from skippering the pairs to leading in the fours. It just shows off some versatility.
I suppose, yeah, they might have thought, well, we got the trophy covered. We don't really need to go. 8 is all that's required.
The challenge of settling into this rink. As Bullet just comes up short with his first. Bullet, another hard worker in the sport.
Yep.
Well, nice bowl here.
Of
course, that
John,
comes.
He's already been on this
I was
rink.
going to say that's the advantage that comes with it, isn't it? Mm.
Yeah, if you get through to multiple finals, you get a bit of an advantage on that.
Of course, conditions are fairly different
Yes,
to when he was up this morning.
Yes.
This stage of their game this morning, they were getting wet, and that may happen again yet, but they don't look too bad at the moment.
If the rain comes, the wind might stop.
What do you prefer?
Rain. I'm on the edge of my seat at the moment.
All right, so straight into a fairly strong breeze we are at the moment, and it is almost straight up and down now.
Yes.
And look at the flags in all directions of the green. It looks straight up and down.
You do get a bit of protection where the skippers are standing. At the moment, you see their pants aren't flowing that much, but you've got to get 3/4 of the way through the green before you get to that point.
Over the years playing on this green, that can be the challenge. You know, your ball will turn a little bit late because it is sheltered by the breeze.
Yep.
From the breeze, I should say. Nice shot here. That's a nice correction there from Leon Birch.
Yeah, putting the pressure on.
Of course, these teams made it through to the final. Brad Ball defeating John Davidson 18-17.
Yes, it's a good game. It was a really good game. John Davidson, I think
Rob
he said,
looks for a piece of the jack, just misses.
John said he's 11 semi-finals now. Can't make a final.
Oh, really?
He is due. If you're playing him next year in a semi, he is due.
Well, he's had a good run. John's had a good run at Australian Opens and things like that as well.
He's a good player, so it was a really good game.
As I say, as that ball missed the jack. He actually just nicked the jack as he went past, but no movement. And Bill Fraser's team defeated Shane Judasnan 18-8. That's a really impressive win.
Yep, they got away early. Never got headed.
Another good bowl here with the yellow stickers on.
Well, that'll be 4.
Peter Italic. And 4 without really there being any sort of target. It's just a draw shot required. Can the experience of Chucky Hayes get the job done here? Proud Queriting players. Chucky spent some time playing in the metro area as well. Where's that going? Well, he's gone too far. It's still going to be at least 2, probably 3 at the moment.
Yep, Louis confirms that. He's on the ball, Louis. Proud country bowler himself. Former country bowler, we should say. Louis, out east.
Yeah, I don't think I knew that.
Out east.
Another nice bowl in the area here from Peter. What's he doing with the jack?
Nice bowl.
That is very unfortunate.
The only spot they didn't want it.
Fair to say that Brad will be already thinking about how he can get that bowl going, get moving off the jack.
Yeah, and there's not, as Bill's scratching his head, there's not a lot they can do. Anything they do is danger.
I'd be getting around the back. At least set up something that
goes clean. He's 4 down.
Yeah, but there's nothing they can do about that, Pete.
Well, they could get a second one.
Even trying to draw a second one, if he touches the bowl, he's going to be 3 down. He's going to be 3 down anyway because the jack's going to pop sideways.
All I know is Chucky got it there the last time. He can get there again. Same bowl as last time. He was narrow and quick.
Well, Chucky's not a fan. He's coming down to have a look.
He's not convinced, is he?
I just feel like if you get another one behind, it at least punishes Brad if he gets the jack and doesn't go with it. Now, that won't put Brad off.
No, they won't put Brad off.
But at least it punishes him more if he doesn't get an ideal result.
I think from the... I don't know if any of them are convinced, but I think he's playing the same shot he did last time. Under the yellow. Another one in the head. So, well, if he gets under, he is close. Oh, he was not far away, and it is a nice position.
Well, that's a consolation prize and a half.
Yes.
It's landed right in the way. I don't know. How does Brad get to that ball now? Does he have to swing it now around the front?
Oh, he might just go the front. Bang, bang. I don't think he can swing it. Get a front on or back on position here in the minute. Swing around the front with a couple of metres. Is that what we're looking at?
I think that's the only shot he's got. Yep, that's what we're looking. He's not getting around the front. He would love to move that.
Yeah, he won't be.
Oh, he wanted to move it a bit further than
He's
that.
moved it to a worse spot now. I reckon he'll like his chances under that one now.
Yeah.
Bill still on this forehand.
The problem for Brad now is the likelihood of him getting it clean. It is unlikely. So what's the back of the rink look like? I'm not sure it's great.
Oh, well, that's opened things up.
Oh, that has opened it back up. So, yeah, now Brad will be able to play a nice, comfortable shot up here at this. With the slightly less weight, he's more chance of being able to get it clean. Just drift right across to the bowl.
Hasn't got less weight. He's got that bowl. That's got a magnet in it. I got a feeling Bill might not play this one.
I wouldn't be.
But Bill's a left-hander, so he takes more chances.
And he's chosen not to play it. It is one shot apiece after two ends of our Men's Country Week Fours final here for 2024. And of course, we are brought to you by AFGRI and the Regional Men's Health Initiative. Both doing a fantastic job in allowing us to stage Country Week and have this great day of live streaming action.
So we got the short to mid.
Well, the shorter end suits in the sense that the Queriting crew have had a few short bowls early on, so a shorter end may assist, although Vince has missed that by a metre with his first. John find a way past. He's got enough weight to get past.
Yeah, line's good. I've just got to stop now.
Yeah, actually carried right. That's just that breeze right in behind the bowl. They look like they're pretty well weighted and just keep rolling. It's also a compliment to the green, given the fact it's had a bit of a drenching. And an overcorrection here from Vince. But I don't necessarily mind seeing that. He's had a couple of short ones. Just get a feel for what it feels like to reach.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing the same thing all the time, unless you're thinking about it. John's got good line again.
Still needs it to pull up. Well, not now.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all.
Well, if you don't want to correct your weight, just narrow the line up a little bit and drag the jack. That works.
It's in a bit of a tough spot at the moment for the Queriting boys, so early in the end.
This isn't bad, though.
This might help, but...
Rob Wilson, what's he come up with?
Oh, that's a great shot.
Certainly is. Just tucks in behind, fell back, which helps. Still 1 to the Brad Ball combination at the moment.
Good look there from Leon. He's on his bit wider line.
It's more the pace. It's more the pace that's the issue. He's not quite getting there, I don't think. That's all it is. Just a couple of feet. And backhand the call here for Leon. This will be a tough line to find. It doesn't do a lot out there, and in fact it's more the weight that he's missed that cancels any of that out. Bill not convinced that he's down here. He's having another look. No, and now he's convinced that he's down.
Just had a gust go through.
Yes. Okay, so everything settles again. Big gust of wind came through just now. Peter Italic on the mat. Now this is going to hold. It might try and get back late. Well, it does now. Cause
we'll get back late now, won't it?
Yeah. This is going to get tricky for the guys because that breeze is really strong and gusty.
Really hell-whamming. Still a shot under there if he's down. Just you're really trying to sit the yellow butt.
Yeah, that'll look attractive from the mat to play a bit of weight through there.
You don't need to
Chooky's
play a
asked
lot.
whether he can play a little
You
bit.
don't need to play a lot.
No, it's just sending it up there with whatever comes out.
Having
Ooh.
to turn the bowl blue one. Well, you live with that, I think.
Looking at his lineup on the mat, I'd say he's going fairly decent weight. Looking for some edge-to-edge type stuff. He's close.
Jack.
He's played it perfectly. Great shot. That was exactly the shot that looked good from the mat. Bowl to bowl and then onto the jack for 2. Almost the same shot available here now.
Brad's called your own weight, so...
Yep. This one's going to drop away underneath. Probably needed a little bit more weight than that.
A bit more weight than
so
that.
Just keep a nice, definite line.
So the jack is sitting behind the black bowl, which is the shortest of the 3 in a row there. Can't quite see it on the camera, but just on the right-hand side of the blue line. Or the left-hand side of the other blue line. Clive just gave me a confused look. How about we go in the middle of the 2 blue lines?
Yeah, okay, let's do that. There it is.
There it is, yeah.
Bill trying to find a way through here on the on his forehand.
Yeah.
Both skippers are left-handers, remember?
I told you these left-handers were coming for me. They're everywhere this week. That's a good home.
That's a
great
really good
home.
effort, yeah.
Right home.
Covers any pop of the jack sideways.
I'd say Brad will have a bit more weight than what Peter did.
No doubt. And he's very close.
Might get the jack here. No, didn't
Just
get past
caught
it.
the front ball. I don't mind. Chooky's sort of saying, why don't you draw there on... Whoops.
Oop, kicking.
Yep.
That's better spot.
I don't mind if Bill wants to try and draw another, because if he finishes on the line in front, that's useful.
Yeah.
If our marquee takes off, so is Peter Harris at the moment.
No, it's pretty safe, I think, but I'm just giving some added structure support.
Now, this isn't far away. What's he going to do here? Doesn't really want to fill the gap. Tell you what, he wasn't far off counting.
Didn't count, but
So another one in there.
Yeah, Blake does get the black one in the middle. He may get his own two behind it out as well.
So it's going to be a big weight from Brad Ball again.
So anything could happen here, depending on the angles.
It's on its way, and he's close.
No jack. Yeah, so
He's got a couple of them out, but it'll still be one to the White Stickers of Quairading, and they lead it 2 shots to 1. Easy for the mathematicians at the moment. 2 shots to 1 after 3 ends.
There's a pattern going, Clive.
Well, it's been an entertaining start. There's been plenty of good bowls, plenty of shots played already. Well, this is a very short. This will be going back.
Think so?
Yeah.
Matt's a fair way back. Like he's okay.
Are they going to have a look at it?
No, because okay.
Brad's just got interested. He's coming up to have a look.
Matt's about 2 metres, 6 feet in front of the... I think Cookie's more interested.
Yeah. And they're going to check it.
They convinced him. I don't know if Brad was that interested until teammates...
We get to see the retractable tape, which this is always fun. This is always fun.
I used one at Cambridge the other day. It wasn't bad.
Yes, I use that as well.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to have the sting in it that some of the others do. We'll see what sting this one's got. It's close. It's okay.
It is in. Okay.
Can't see. Goes off camera in case the blood comes out.
Expertly retracted.
You can't see it, but that was very well done.
Yeah. I tell you what, this looks like a decent start from Bullet. That's a very handy starter. And just nudges the jack a little bit further in case we were unsure.
We weren't unsure because Sue and Vicky would not have got it wrong. Nice reply.
Certainly is.
So, 2 nice leads bowls.
Just starting to look a little threatening in the skies, but I feel like some of that's missed us, so Bullet's had a misfire with that one. Oh, come on, that's all right, isn't it? Bullet's misfired. Come on. You got to give me that one.
I didn't talk because I was stunned.
Yeah.
Is that pre-planned? Have you got that written down? Start calling you Basil.
Rob Wilson.
Just sliding underneath.
That's all it was. About as short an end as they get, really. And the trick there is to make sure you don't bite your line too much.
Leon's coming with pace. You did bounce it forward for 1. So it's definitely a better one.
Well, Rob's weight wasn't bad with his first one. He just needs to find that line a little bit. He just crossed. Doesn't want to fall into the trap of just getting a bit careful with it.
The line's pretty good, but it's just not going to run. It's a good effort. A very good effort.
Tell you what, when you say he's not going to run, it's come up a bowl and a half short of the jack. Fantastic effort.
Called. I can read a bowl. On the left, President Doug giving Bullet some. Not sure what he was giving him.
Some handy advice.
Not advice, I hope.
2 seconds the call.
So he's looking to be under Rob, under the black bowl. Tricky plays this shot quite well.
Yeah,
Always has.
It's a nice, and on this pace ground, it's a nice confident weight you can play. Needs it to start getting down now to be a chance. It's not going to.
Weight was good.
Yeah, in terms of weight and shape, it had what was required. Just needs to change the starting point. Peter's just going to drop across here. His weight was immaculate.
Yep, who wants a little bit less?
Yeah, drop a metre or two was the call. So he's only really looking to turn that bowl out of the head. Just turn it once or twice. And that'll allow a little bit of shape to get to it. That breeze continues to gust through, pushing this bowl out. And he's dropped too much weight by the look.
He might draw another second.
Well, how does that line up?
It lines up for something.
Yeah, it lines up bowl onto jack, I think.
It's a nice little head considering the breeze we're going.
Certainly.
Took a whack at the jack to get it there, but since then.
Now that will feel like it should bend all the way back. Is it going to? Not quite.
Not quite
It's a very handy place to have landed though.
Fair bit of discussion.
Well, I think Bill will be looking to play something similar.
Yep.
The only thing they'll have looked at is where that jack's likely to go if the blue and the black does push up onto jack and where it's likely to go, because just in behind there's a few yellow disc bowls.
So he might want a bit more than less here. Not sure if he does go, it does really go. But no, they must be comfortable.
Now this will get back. This is very close. This is very close. What a great shot. Brilliantly played, Bill Fraser. Just the right weight that he called for when he was calling the shot. Played it perfectly. Brad Ball, not far away himself. He's close to the jack.
Where's it going?
It didn't quite get down. He sat the shot bowl.
Yeah, it looked like it was all money going onto the jack.
Yeah. Now the signal from Chucky Hayes is that they've still got shot. I'll be saying to Bill Fraser, be careful.
Just looking there for the outside black one.
There's not much room to move here. Trouble is, Bill can't afford to be careful. Brad's still got a bowl left.
He's got a few options too. He hasn't got the backest.
Well, that, based on his last one, that should be just a little bit too tight.
Weight was good again.
All right. What does Brad do here? Does he play something similar? Look to turn his own? I think he probably has to.
One and a measure, according to Louis.
The thing is, Brad can turn his own into that pocket, and he knows it's really not going very far.
It's confidence to get around the front and get down. I know his first one did it, but
that's the challenge. Yeah. So he's out a bit deeper, and this is where it's going to stay.
And it won't go.
Yep.
No, inside of that might have been interesting.
So we believe it's going to be another one to Quaireding. Yes, it is. The math stays easy. 3-1 after 4 ends. been a big day so far. Pinjara have already tasted victory, although coming into the day they were always going to taste victory because they had both pairs covered.
None of these players have.
Peter Cole and Tom Ellison took the pairs match in fine style in the end, 18 shots to 4, although it was a better game of bowls than 18 shots to 4 might indicate. Then we had, of course, our singles final, Matt Mitchell winning his second title, 21-16 over Justin Smith in a high-quality affair, really, that Matty got out of the blocks. Justin came back at him, but Matty was able to come up with the goods just when it was required. And now we're looking to find out our fours winners. Queriting versus Pinjara, Queriting leading at 3-1 after 4. 17 ends is the journey for our fours title.
So Gus comes back again.
The marquee takes off now. We lose 2 of Bowls WA's elite. Peter Harris and Doug Kelly, who are holding the marquee down.
I think we've got the weight to handle it. Yeah. No, we've left Dean on his own next to us. He's in a smaller, flimsier marquee, but we've left him alone.
Wouldn't it be a tragedy if Doug Kelly, about to make his Premier League debut tomorrow, gets blown away with a marquee?
That would be a story.
All right. John McCook, very handy first one. He find half a metre with his second. He's not bad.
Oh, he's bowling in the best conditions of the day. No wind.
Yes, he's played it very well.
Well played.
Very, very well.
Yeah, so he's playing well.
Yeah, he's had the upper hand in the leaders' battle so far, but only the 5th end of the match, so still time for Bullet to find his way to the jack.
We did get some advice from the president, so that'll kick in
soon. That's true.
That'll kick in soon.
Rob Wilson, not far off the jack.
Bit of jack.
The little edge as he went past. Certainly helps, a little bit more room.
Doug's got a story.
About why Rob is in the side, I think. As we welcome in Bowls WA President Doug Kelly once more.
Albeit briefly.
You got a little story to tell about Rob Wilson, I hear.
Well, I'll just let him put this bowl down after his first one was touched the jack. Just didn't swallow enough of it.
All right, well, he's on his way again. And he has given it a show. He's going to need it to pull up or grab the jack. Well, he snicked the jack again.
So Rob was a late entry into it, as George Anderson was a late withdrawal. So
yes.
So George was off crabbing with his brother-in-law Jimmy Gimbel, slipped, landed on his backside, and it's been struggling a bit ever since. So that is why Rob's here. The story. I did hear one story that Jim actually pushed George, who were brother-in-laws, but maybe we'll let the quoting people get back to us about whether Jim was involved with a bit of a push here and there. But that's how Rob came into that side. So right on the cusp of Country Week, he slips in and has obviously bowled exceptionally well over the journey.
You see, we just had the conditions on the screen there. 33 kilometre an hour winds and gusts up to 58 kilometres an hour. So we're certainly feeling the 58 kilometres an hour ones. Now, Doug will get back to holding down the marquee.
No, he just wandered off. He didn't even do that.
Yeah. There's been plenty of stories through Country Week with a few players coming in as required and things like that.
Even this morning in the pairs, Ted Ellison wasn't the original member.
Tom.
Tom
Yep.
Ellison. It was Ron Bates, of course.
Yeah. Great shot there from Peter Italic.
Not sure why Ron missed out. He was here watching and supporting, so that was good. Just couldn't play.
And Russell's here having a look as well, supporting the Pinjara guys, no doubt. Russell Bates?
Yes. No, he's here. Was here.
Yeah, up the far end there.
Chucky.
Now, has he got
Jack?
got the
No.
gap? That is a handy place to have landed a bowl, though. Allows them to play that attacking shot with some confidence. Peter Retallick nailed it with his previous attempt. Can he come up with another? He's not bad.
Just gonna get round behind it.
It's well played. Really well played.
2 shots.
So that is 2 to the Pinjara crew as they change over. Could it be the first multiple of the match? Bill Fraser will have something to say about that, I'm sure. All right, Bill on his backhand. Sure, he'll be reaching here. He'll be looking to trail jack or land in amongst those Peter Retallick bowls. Now, how much turns he got here?
He doesn't want any breeze on this. Just not
That's
going to
the
get down.
issue. That angle was a really good angle for you to give you an idea of the bowl fighting the breeze, trying to get back.
Tried a couple of times, didn't it? Just.
Well, this one's holding up for Brad. Is he going to hold long enough?
Yeah, just sliding off the front.
That'll do.
Well,
Now, I think Bill should be looking a bit bigger at this now. He gets the white bowl. He can just about get all 3 without the jack going very far at all.
Chucky certainly calling for some weight. So there's 55 kilometre gusts come back.
Yes.
Bill's not convinced.
I don't think it's that. I think he's not hearing the call very clearly. The wind whipping through is making it very hard for him to hear the call, I think.
Yep. Yeah, there's trouble.
Yeah.
Not Bill, not Brad. There's some Doug trouble.
Intrepid roving reporter.
Yeah, Doug's got a microphone. It can't be good.
This is very close.
He doesn't want. Oh, he's going to be
That is
very
a
unlucky.
fantastic effort.
That's a good effort. Still 3. And Brad out of 4th.
Don't know about the weight on that, but we are going to see the first multiple scored for the match, and it's going to be 3 shots on the board to Pinjara. They lead at 4 shots to 3 after 5 ends.
Which is great timing as we hand over to Doug Kelly in the. He's not ready?
Yeah, I'm well and truly
Oh,
ready.
he's
Yeah.
there.
So I'm coming through loud and clear with you guys.
Certainly are.
Right, I might wait to the next end and give me a chance to line up some couple of victims, and you work your way through this end, and I'll find someone to chat to.
All right, very good. Thank you, Doug. Doug's out and about with the roving mic.
Can't believe Phil Manning didn't take that opportunity.
All right, so
Bit longer this.
yeah, absolutely.
Into the
4-3
threes.
advantage to Pinjara after 5.
So. Dean will lower the camera a little bit in a minute.
Well, John McCook's missed his weight there. That's a big opportunity now for
There
Bullet.
it is. There it is.
Needs to take one of these opportunities and really nail it. But it is hard work. They're right into the teeth of this breeze. I think for anyone watching that was in Perth for the Nationals,
Yeah, similar,
I
isn't it?
think they found out. They found out what a Perth breeze is like. And well, this is not far off grabbing the jack.
The Jackie's looking good.
Well, that's
That
a
does
huge
help.
result. Huge result for John McCook, and reward for giving his bowler a chance.
The 3 metre call. Well, this is certainly a more fighting line here. He has got some weight.
And he's just missed, unfortunately. Still, bowl past the jack with the jack somewhere around the tee is always handy. Honestly, this is the strongest breeze we've had all day right now. It's been hard work all day, but it's about as strong as it's got right now.
Consistently stronger anyway.
Got a feel for the players. This is very, very hard at the moment.
Can we put a wall down there? Didn't we have some?
It's hard enough for us sitting alongside the rink, let alone trying to get a bowl close in these conditions.
I think we're hanging on.
We'll just make sure all our equipment's settled as that breeze dies away for a moment.
Only got 12 ends to go.
And I think we'll just let this bowl come to rest, and we might cross to Doug Kelly and find out who he's got with him. Who you got there, Doug?
Yes, I've been lucky enough to find Kerry Anderson, our chairperson of selectors, and Kerry, the Nationals are going ahead, and where?
Yes, hello, good afternoon everybody. I can confirm that the Nationals will go ahead and they are to be held at Tweed Heads, I believe beginning on the 9th of October. So it's something certainly to look forward to, because there was some doubt at some stage that they would go ahead.
So, which is great news. I mean, a fair way off, obviously, being October and a lot of squads to be picked and so forth, but a chance for you as chairperson selectors to look at some good, very good country players during this men's country week.
Yes, Doug, there's certainly some very, very good bowlers in the country, and it's always an opportunity at Country Week to see the best of the best. So I'm certainly enjoying the bowls today, but certainly very, very difficult conditions this afternoon.
Yeah, very gusty. We'll let you finish this end off, and then we'll take it from there.
Thanks, Doug. And yes, so a great announcement there. Club Tweed to host the Nationals come October. So, and Brad Ball will like the sound of that, Pete, because he will be competing in the Nationals, of course.
Yeah, in the pairs. Looking for an Australian title.
All right, so Chucky Hayes looking to work up the line here. This is a really, really tricky setup. He's just going to drop under the jack. He gave it every chance, but there's really not a great angle up there for them to play.
No. They nearly have to play weight, but...
Well, I think as a skipper here, Bill's got to be trying to figure out what he wants to play, what shot's going to be available for him, and see if Chucky can create anything to give him an angle, because there's really not much to play to at the moment, and they're probably going to be 3 down when this bowl comes to rest.
Not getting the jack, is he? No.
Well, that perhaps defines it a little bit more. I think he's got to search for the jack here. Yep.
Yeah, you can't be half-hearted here. You're either going the jack or you're trying to get close, and getting close is hard. So, Bill's seen it. It's not as much weight as I thought he was going to
Well, no, I think he's more or less draw weight than anything. And this is going to drop away.
Thought he was playing more than that. Thought he was got called more than that. Maybe not.
There was a hand signal that looked like he was saying jack in the ditch, but maybe we misread that. So, still 3 to Pinjara as we change over. And this game's becoming one of those where you don't necessarily have to be all over the jack. It's closest rather than necessarily close in these conditions. You sort of got to adjust what you're willing to clap, haven't you, Pete?
Oh, yeah.
You're in a couple of feet at the moment. You're doing very well. Now, does this have a clear line? I think it might be getting around the front. Just caught an edge, and that'll kill off the weight. And just narrow down that angle at the front just that little bit more.
Yeah, this really is, from our angle, it looks jack in the ditch. At least get one of theirs.
And it's going to feel like the wrong shot to play, Pete, but
Yeah.
with the sort of the room that's around, but there's not much of a line there to try and draw.
It will feel like a cowboy shot here.
Yeah.
But it
And
has to be.
ideally, he could get two of them out.
Yeah, exactly. He could
Bowl onto Jack.
get half the yellow either way is a chance for something.
Looks like that's what he's lining up for. Yep, more weight it is. Well, this is under. He's now looking for some luck. And no luck there. It's one of those ones where you feel a bit helpless. You know, you don't really want to be playing bare jack in the dish, but
No. Oop.
don't know whether we've lost our picture. We have here, but that might just be us. Yep, it's just us. That's all right.
We're back.
Now, can Brad find a way here? He's got room to count.
Just, yeah, he slides past that.
Don't know that's got the run to do it.
No.
All right, well, Jack in the ditch is 3. You go 3 down to 3 up. One foul swoop. Still has to trust the line a little bit here. He's closer. Bill Fraser, what's he got?
Got rid of one.
Cut it back to 2 with a little bit of fortune, but you got to ride your luck a little bit in these conditions. So 2 it is to the yellow of Pinjara. They lead at 6-3 after 6 ends. Pete, fantastic news that Club Tweed are stepping up and
Certainly.
hosting the Nationals, mate.
Yeah, it did look quite doubtful for a while. So,
Of course, we had a wonderful time in the Nationals
Yes, yeah.
just a few months ago here in Perth.
of course, that's not just, the open state teams. That's the over 60s and the paras, under 18s, all our state winners to get that opportunity.
Of course,
It's a
the
good
recent
result.
announcement of the selection panel as well.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it was. A little while ago.
One new face in there from a WA perspective, anyway.
Yeah, Mike Sweeney.
Yep.
Stepping into the open setup. Very knowledgeable person about bowls. He's done it before in Tasmania, so he's got a bit of experience in that.
And of course, Alan Booth as well.
Alan Booth is taking on the ladies' coach.
That's great to see. Alan's been a hard worker in the coaching space
Definitely.
here in WA for a long time.
Of course, Hastings retiring.
What a legend.
Should certainly be sorely missed, but
What a legend, Therese Hastings.
certainly left her imprint, and I know she'll still be around. We're not getting rid of her, that's for sure.
Okay.
So she'll be around. Sure, she'll still be imparting some knowledge.
So if she's not coaching, would she look at any representation, would she? Or?
No, I don't think so. no, I'm pretty confident she's not looking to represent. She certainly could if she wanted to.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's in her tea leaves.
Leon Birch now. Looking to land one close for Pinjara. This looks okay.
He's got to pull up.
I think he'll do enough for shot. Yeah, certainly has. Again, that couple of feet away is a really good bowl.
Yeah.
Probably a little easier coming downwind than generally when there's a headwind, when you're up and down the green. It's a little easier with the wind because your bowls just tend to behave a little bit more. Whereas up into the breeze
Yeah.
can be a real challenge.
Yes, depending on where you get hit and when you
Yeah.
get hit.
Mm.
Yeah, so just back to the state thing, there's been some good performances, but there's also whether they're available as well. Not everyone is available for state selection, even though people might think, well, why isn't he picked?
Yep.
Well, they're just not interested at this point in time. They've got other more important things in their life.
That's two great
Which is
shots
very
there.
acceptable.
Sorry, mate. That's
No, you're
two
right.
great shots from Leon there.
Definitely. Just going to slide under. If you've got certainly got bowls that turn here. Rob. Not sure what they are, but they turn more than most.
Just took an opportunity to have a look at the radar. There's no rain on the horizon, so that's good to see.
Good.
As
Good
Pete
shot,
Vitalik,
Peter Vitalik. They're
yeah,
Pinjara putting the pressure on here.
they're starting to build, aren't they? And the problem with these conditions is you don't generally get a group of bowls that you can just attack.
No.
As we saw on that previous end, it tends to be a scattered sort of 2 or 3, and that can often be harder to get out of any trouble. All right, we might cross back over to Doug Kelly. He's roaming around, and he's got another special guest.
Well, I did. I certainly do have a special guest. I've got Fred Davis, who is the president of the Osborne Park Bowling Club, whose venue they've hosted everything all week. And Fred, what does hosting Country Week mean to the Osborne Park Bowling Club?
Doug, it means a whole lot to us. We've had a long connection with country bowlers, and we've got many still playing here this season. But we believe that we've got 4 outstanding greens. We love having country bowlers here, and our best wishes to the current players that are out there now.
Okay,
That was Doug.
Yep, that was. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, no, it's great. Fred does a fantastic job. I've known Fred a number of years. Does a fantastic job at the club.
Certainly, Fred, and of course Helen running the club, and of course Trevor.
I think we might still have Doug, have we?
Yeah, is there anyone,
you're back.
question back for you guys, is there anyone in bowls in country WA who doesn't know Trevor Barron? Because he certainly knows them, as we see an absolute cracker go down there.
There's probably a few that don't want to know him sometimes. Although he has mellowed a bit in his later years.
I see some of the work that goes in at this club, you guys, in preparation for this week, and they certainly don't take it lightly, and they certainly respect the country people and turn it on to the best of their ability. And with the new kitchen facilities that they've got pumping out some great food, and they certainly have made everyone welcome. So my feedback, and I get plenty of it, I can assure you, has been that all the clubs around Metro WA have really put it on for the country boys this year. But anyway, I'll let you get back to the bowls.
Thanks, Doug, and thanks, Fred.
Because while away, Chucky Hayes played a great shot.
Didn't he ever? Brad's after
Pinjara
him.
out of trouble.
Brad is after him, and he's very close. Well, he's got the bowl and the jack.
Oh, it's jammed.
Wow.
It jammed against the,
Well, that is incredible
the
result.
quirting bowl, pushed the quirting bowl out, and sat there.
That is an
Bill's not-
incredible result.
Who wants to see a replay?
Old Rick O'Shea. Even Brad took a moment to have a look at that and just sort of shake his head.
It was on its way out of bounds, but
Oh, well and truly. It would have been in the side ditch, I reckon. Suddenly, Bill finds himself 2 down and actually needing another bowler around the head in a way.
he's a bit vulnerable, but
Maybe looking more for shot.
it's one of those.
Tell you what, Pete.
This is a drill where you put the 2 bowls out and jack in the middle.
Pete, have a look at this.
All the
Bill
jack,
Fraser.
all of it.
What a shot,
Great
Bill
shot,
Fraser.
yeah.
Great ball. Wants that
And-
ball. Yep, Jack drops in the ditch, which is important. Makes it all that more difficult for Brad Ball. What a shot. The Jack absolutely belly.
There's a chance. There's a chance. Is there? Is he drawing, or if he's only one down? There's one in the ditch. Thought he might try and bang it as hard as he could to get it out of bounds, or bang it back up if he was only one down.
Well, it is just the one,
Just the one.
according to Louis. Well, the front yellow disc bowls aren't an issue. If he's only got one, he can draw confidently through those. He's not
Yeah.
going to give shot away. So
No, if he turns one back, so be it. It's nearly similar weight, nearly.
pretty much. I mean, he can sit on his own even. His own's a toucher, so...
Well, trying to take 2 feet off is quite difficult, I would have thought.
Don't know that he's out to the line this time, so can he weave a way through here? No.
No.
That will be a great shot by Bill Fraser. And a big difference between 2 down and 1 up when you're down by 3 on the board. So 6-4 now the scoreline after 7 ends. If you've just joined us, we are playing 17 ends in this final.
This is a shorter length by the quoting boys. It's about 3 feet short, so just not going to quite get that finish that you want. Pushing up into the breeze.
This looks handy. John McCook, Cookie, just passes. Plenty of support coming through for Queriting and Pinjara here. It's great to see. Pinjara crew on the sidelines cheering on their team. They were here this morning.
Yes, they've had a long day here.
They're a very proud bunch, Pinjara. They've certainly celebrated their Club of the Year,
Certainly,
their
yeah.
Country Club of the Year award with gusto throughout the last 12 months.
So certainly a smaller club, were a smaller club in a big league. There's some big clubs in that league.
Yeah, that
So-
profile's changed, hasn't it? They're
Yeah.
certainly one of the players in that that league right now, and is for sure. As Leon does enough for shot.
Yep, handy.
Even talking to Brad before this game, you know, the pride in what Pinjara's done, it shines through. He's going to need a little bit of fortune here. Doesn't get it. Well, it's probably done enough to count at the moment. That's the indication we get from Louis. So 2 shots at the moment.
Certainly,
Cookie.
Queriting are in a really strong league. East Avon, certainly when I was there, they've won their fair share of premierships against the Cunderdins, Tammans, Calabarans
Yeah.
have all produced,
Yep.
the Kamiris and the Caffles and the McClellans, and they held their own still hold their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Another great club.
Very powerful league. Small but powerful.
Actually, when we talk about regional men's health, that was one of the first sessions I went to a regional men's health session at Quairading, and it was fantastic. They got the whole community in. They had a really fantastic presentation there, and just the community vibe there on that night. There would have been 60, 70 people in attendance at least. Spread out far and wide to listen to the talk, and Brad Hogg was there for that one as well, and it was a wonderful evening.
Had a tough football team too. Typical country team.
What's Chucky got here? Nothing as he passes through, so once again Pinjara holding sway. They
Yes.
hold 3 at the moment. And you'd expect Peter Italic won't be too far away with this one.
3 still leaving holes. They're good, but not. Well, they're actually great in these conditions, but not so great. They're building heads to plough into.
And he's just caught that wideish line there and not got back. It's actually not far off from being in the count, but just the 3 by the look of it. So more live streaming on Wednesday, Pete?
Yes, we'll be at Cambridge on Wednesday for the ladies. We'll be streaming the Premier Division Grand Final, but all the ladies Grand Finals are there. Except for the 4th Division, we'll play that on Tuesday. Just can't fit everyone in. So it'll be a great day if you're doing nothing and you want to see some top quality bowls. Wednesday morning at Cambridge. All the top ladies in every division.
Look forward to that. Now, can Bill hold on here? This one's going to try and get away. Well, that will help.
Yeah, cut one out. Gave him 2/3 and sort of gave him a bit more of a shot. The Pinjara ladies who are here, president and movers and shakers of Pinjara. It's going to come up a bit short. It's just one, so a little bit of a backhand rumble, what do you think? No? Just with a metre?
Looks like they're thinking the same type of shot that he was trying before,
Yeah.
still on the forehand.
Metre so, if they get the hole for the jack. Sit the
If
shot
he
bowl in
runs
the middle.
into the front, he's got some chances with Chucky's bowl
Yeah.
coming up.
He's got to get down there with. He hasn't got a lot of weight on this.
Has he got enough though, Pete?
That's a good question.
Well, he snuck under.
He
That might
nearly-
have been enough for shot.
He nearly rocked over, backflipped, and he nearly rocked theirs
Chucky
down.
with a cheeky smile on his face saying, I think you got it.
Needed every millimetre. Brad can probably rumble a little bit himself through their second
absolutely.
shot. Slides underneath, sits there.
Jack movement's a little bit of a raffle at the back.
Yeah, it's pretty mixed. Mixedy matched. Yeah, Brad's rumbling with a bit more.
That's exactly what it is.
2 or 3 metres here.
Now, what's he got here? He's got the shot bowl, but he's only rolled it a couple of rolls, and it will still be 1 to Queriting. Yes, just one.
Doing it in ones.
Well, Bill Fraser's come up with a couple of big bowls in the last couple of ends to save them. That's the job. 5 ones, five ends, 1. Yes, so 6-5 the lead to Pinjara over Queriting, and this end will take us over the halfway mark of the match. Bullet to make the first attempt on this end, the 9th end of the match. And he looks to have done a pretty good job with it too. That's a great start. Well, here's an opportunity because John McCook's just missed a little bit with that one, and it gives Bullet a chance to really load up now.
Oh, he's down on a pretty good line.
Has he kept the weight? I think so. Oh, he's played it well. 2 crackers there from Bullet.
Yep, that's all he had to do.
And there's the conditions across your page at the moment, 24 degrees.
I'm sure it feels like 26.
Feels like 26. I'd say it feels more like 22.
Yeah.
The wind 31 kilometres an hour south-southwester and gusting up to 41 kilometres an hour.
Oh, we've slowed down.
In
Doesn't
recent
feel like
times.
Not sure that's accurate either.
Yeah, I wouldn't call the conditions balmy at the moment.
The rain looks like it's not saying anything. No, I take that back.
Yeah, seriously, people.
Apologies.
Take a lot of responsibility when you start making comments about the weather.
Looking for a sit. Just need to get Brad to move his little legs off the line.
Yeah, just encroaching a little bit. I reckon the guide is always if you stay one line off,
Yeah.
you're in business.
Yep.
So we'll just get Brad to hopefully move to his left a little bit.
Just half a step. Sharon is looking. She is looking.
Yeah,
Yep.
just giving Brad the message.
Exactly. It's a great shot. Great shot. Bit of support in the crowd there. Bit of jack, no, just sliding through the hole, so. 2 according to Bill. Sure, Chucky would just like to just turn it round the corner.
It was in the area line-wise, but
Yeah.
it's just probably needed just a little bit.
Ooh, I was going to say,
Oh,
I think
it's
he's
probably a
quite
bit of
happy with
both.
that.
Yeah.
The weight is turned out okay. They might have 3 now.
Yeah.
So now it's Pinjara on the back foot.
I was thinking more that he wanted to get round it, but actually sitting that off the line's been it was quite handy.
And flop back on the line. That even helped him a bit more. So Peter would tell us what his weight like. It's a good effort. Really good effort. It did slide through. Got 3.
All right, we'll just let Chucky play this bowl. So that's on its way, and Doug Kelly has found the Pinjara president to have a chat with. Doug.
Indeed I have. We've got Margaret Steele, president of the Pinjara Bowling Club, a very successful bowling club Pinjara at the moment, and Country Club of the Year last year. How good was that?
Fantastic. Thanks very much, and hi everybody. Yeah, we're having a fantastic year. I think we started off, we had a strategic plan about 5 years ago. We knew what we wanted to put in place, and it's just going ahead, absolutely wonderful. We have increased our profile on social media, I should say. That makes a big difference. Wonderful thanks to all our volunteers. We have great camaraderie. Yes, it's so good.
And Margaret, I believe you have some plans going forward with some structures.
We have, fingers crossed. We should hear whether we've got a wonderful new canopy within a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that. And again, that's thank you to all the people who are made wonderful donations to the club, and also thanks to the government as well.
Yeah, well, we'll just cross back as Bill gets back. It's a really pivotal part of this game as these next few end, so we'll see what Bill can do.
Fantastic stuff, and the club's been so successful. It's fantastic to see them rewarded here at Country Week with some more great performances, as Bill.
Yeah, I think Peter did cut it down to 1, I think. So Bill looking to sit that
The yellow bowl.
the yellow jack high bowl. Will turn his own as well. He's got a couple of options there. Chucky is telling him it's not wide, that hand, which is probably warranted, and a couple more feet as well.
Brad
also playing the same hand.
Yeah, interesting that. He doesn't want to get caught out deep.
Not if he's playing any kind of weight.
Which he is. He's not playing huge weight, just enough to get into it. He's close.
He's very close.
Brad Ball. What a great shot. That's perfectly played. I think Doug's still got Margaret with him there. We'll just let Bill play this one, because I'd love to hear what Margaret's got to say about some of the star players that have come to the club. You know, they've really bolstered their playing stocks over the last couple of seasons. And talking to Brad, he's a very proud member of the club.
So 3 to Pinjara.
Yeah, that's sat very nicely because you got just a little piece of the jack as well.
So there's a couple of feet here. He can afford to arrive a little bit because he has those bowls sitting behind. There's a bit of a backup. Definitely, he is certainly reaching. So
He needs it to push that line now.
What's he
He's
got?
just going to drop under. Might have saved
Might have dropped
something
back.
with that. Let's get back to Doug.
Rightio. So playing stocks, you've been really successful the last couple of country weeks, and not just country weeks, also state events with Brad. So bolstering those player stocks, so what's the go there?
Brad Ball has been fantastic for the club, and he's the one that's actually brought in the great players for us. So thanks to Brad.
So we'll just let Brad have this bowl, and as you guys call it as it's coming down, then we'll ask you about the ladies' side of your club.
Thanks, Doug. Brad looking to add another here to his great shot from the previous bowl, and he's done really well here. What's he doing? Well, he's nudged the jack.
So that won't make any. That'll only help. Could be 4 here.
It is 4. That is the signal.
2
So
great
a
shots.
huge collect and 2 wonderful shots from Brad Ball. It's 10 shots to 5 after 9 ends. Let's get back to Doug.
So total membership at your club, and then the achievements were fantastic from this side of it. And tell me more about the ladies' side of your club.
Okay, well, we're looking for a female version of Brad Ball, really. we need to do the same for the ladies as what Brad has done for the guys.
Total membership.
Total membership, we're just under 200, and that's including social members.
And do you think you can grow that number?
I think so. Once we get with Canopy, that'll make a big difference.
Righto. We know your club's going gangbusters, and good organisations have good presidents, so I hear. But how long have you been in the role?
I've been in the role 6 years.
6 years, and I know you'll be too humble to tell me anything, but you're obviously doing a great job and must have a very good committee surrounding you.
We do, and that's what makes a good club. It's not me, it's everybody that's around me. And we've got a great lady that helped us out initially. She did our strategic plan for us, and that was Jan Hall. We also got Heather in admin, who does a wonderful job in social media. And then we have our executive committee, Jackie and Carl, and also our working management committee. They all do a fantastic job.
So thanks, Margaret. Margaret Steele, President of the Pinjara Bowling Club, still holding the title of Country Club of the Year. Well done. Back to the big boys.
Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Margaret. And what timing to come back to us with Pinjara all over the jack here, thanks to John McCook and Doug throwing in his own little plug for his own role as well. Can't get away from
Those
that.
presidents all stick together.
No, Pinjara doing a wonderful job. They're great people, and I know Jackie that was referred to there as well. Originally from, did a lot of work out at 2J, Jackie, and now down working hard in Pinjara. All right.
So as Bill said, he can afford to reach it a little bit here.
Got a bit of a shelf.
Yeah, just.
In fact, it's a lot of a shelf. It's all yellow disc bowls, but he's going to be right in the mix here.
Got half.
Well played. Well played.
Nice second shot. A little unlucky, it fell right behind the shot bowl, but still a really good second shot.
Of course, we should just mention, Pete, that we're not far off putting nominations out there for Club of the Year and all the awards. The Bowls WA Awards night, of course, coming up on May the 30th. That's a Thursday night, May the 30th, at Optus Stadium. So all of that information you can expect to see in the coming week or so. And if you're interested in getting a table to come along to what is always a fantastic night, would certainly encourage you to do so. So just keep an eye out on the Bowls WA website and the socials, and we'll let you know when that's all open for nominations for the awards, and also to get your tickets for the event.
And if you're thinking about putting in a Club of the Year nomination, it's not all about what you do on the green. A lot of it is what you do off the green, how you're building your own club, as Pinjara has.
Just listen to exactly.
They've had really good success on the green, but they won it because of what they're doing off the green with their strategic plans. They have a direction. They're getting all this, new facilities
and infrastructure,
upgrading. So those volunteers is what got them the Club of the Year, not necessarily the on-green stuff. That's just icing on the cake.
Absolutely. So, Colin Hayes, Chucky, up here on the forehand with a bit of weight. And the only issue with a bit of weight up there is it does hold off. And he's found that again. Bill looking around for the wind.
For the wind, it won't matter. The wind don't matter on that hand. Traditional Osborne Park forehand for right-handers. Rink. Well, they actually tricked us because this used to be rink 6 or 5.
Rink 5, yeah, and they renumbered it.
Yeah, they renumbered them around the other way, thinking we would forget.
So the issue for Chucky now is not to overdo the correction. That's the tricky bit now.
Yep, still has to arrive.
He's out on a wideish line again. This will not get back. So 10-5, the break is there courtesy of the 4. In fact, there's been, Pinjara's won 4 ends, Pete. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4.
That's not good.
Queriting's won 5 ends. A 1, a 1, a 1, a 1 and a 1.
Yeah, it's the multiples. So the Queriting just got to keep chipping away. Can Bill find that line?
It almost has to just get round the front. That's you know, he's closer to the line.
He's probably got more weight.
Still refusing to get down from it. It's trying late, but not quite. It just got to be passing that white bowl on the line. You just clear that, you're in all sorts of business.
Yeah, you can't be bowls width wide of it. You won't get down. Not with that weight.
Yep.
Not with that weight. Well, this is the still it's been for a long time. I can nearly stop hanging off the marquee.
Okay, so the discussion here has been that Bill is just going to draw.
Give it a chance to turn a little bit.
Yep. He gave it the chance to draw a little bit, and it did. So that is 1 more to Pinjara. Brad Ball, Peter Italic, Leon Birch, and John McCook lead at 11 shots to 5 over Queriting, Bill Fraser, Chucky Hayes, Bullet Hadlow, and Rob Wilson. Yeah, that Pinjara story is one over a number of years, Pete. You know, they had the move to the the new clubhouse, and that's an amazing setup that they've got down there. That would have been it's probably 6 years now. Fantastic facility, maybe a year more. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but and from there they've just made every post a winner in terms of engaging their community. And
well, they've had a plan, haven't they?
Yeah.
When you've got a plan, you've got half a chance. You can't ad hoc do things.
You get good people with a plan. It's you're half a chance, aren't you? Yep.
And if you get multiple good people, then you don't have to do so much.
Exactly.
You can spread the workload, which helps you retain your volunteers as well.
Nice correction here from John McCook if he gets a clear run.
Find a way.
Yep, that's well played.
Sharon just giving Brad the get off the line call again. Don't get past Sharon.
Nope. Great shot here from Bullet. Found a way through and sits for shot. Well played.
Bill has always been very good at giving very clear instructions.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does
have all the
tell you
information
the
required
information
there.
you need.
Yep.
Generally doesn't take too long about it.
And Rob's given this a chance. Just going to find the gap. But yeah, can't complain with the bowl just past the jack. Especially when you're playing against Brad. You never know when he might decide to use a bit of aggression.
Tee off. Leon's just going a bit too much there. It may go all the way. No, backest.
Well, he's on a good line again here.
He's added weight, but won't matter if he gets the jack, but
That's well played.
very good.
His weight wasn't bad, really. in
No,
the
it was
end.
actually probably similar. To
Yeah.
hadn't touched the jack.
Mm.
It was sitting inside his last one, so I misread that one.
I wasn't going to point that out, Pete.
That's quite unusual.
Mm.
Happy to own up sometimes.
I don't know that Pete's... I'm just wondering about the journey here. It looks like it's trying to pull up, and it has.
Oof, opportunity.
And a nice open hand here to draw another for Chucky Hayes. Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve Unsworth said 2015-16 moved into the new clubhouse at Pinjara. So, gee, it was closer to... It's close. It's, well, 7 or 8 years. Yep.
Pick the line. Just couldn't quite get that last yard.
Has he overdone the correction? That's the trick here. We've seen that a little bit on that hand. We even saw that in the singles, where they just carry a little bit out on a wider line. A huge opportunity here for Querending. They trail by 6.
Chuck can get onto that front of that jack. Sit there. 4 shots.
There's only 6 more ends to play after
Well,
this one, so
line looks good.
make a move now. He looks very good, Pete.
This is a very good shot here. Onto the front of the jack. A1 position.
Fall over would be perfect, but
Yes.
that's a very, very good bowl. 4 shots on the turnover, and again, as we've talked about throughout the match, Pete, there's just no easy way out here. There's no clump of bowls to aim at. Does Brad even have a clear look at that with weight? You know, I think he's got to swing it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's a weighted shot there really, because he will hold either hand.
I do
Weighted
think
there's minimal weight
I
shot.
do think he'd be reaching to sit
Yeah,
the shot bowl.
There is a minimal weight shot, that kind of thing. But nothing with too much substance behind it.
That's exactly what he's playing. And Pete, as you said, it will hold. Well, this is becoming a big opportunity for Querending. Red ball with just 1 bowl left. He's down 4. Bill's got 2 to play. And room.
Yeah, plenty of room.
It's completely unimpeded room as well. Like, he can play this nice and comfortably. Just land on his own bowls. You know, there's
no dangers there.
just needs to be on a good line, which he is.
He's got to just get the handbrake out of touch. No, he won't need the handbrake when he sits that.
It's going to do.
Big bowl this. Yeah, it's got less weight. Still not going to come, is it?
Not sure whether that's cut out the side ones or not. I don't think so. On our angle, you wouldn't think so. Maybe Bill's.
Definitely 4.
Yep.
Kornichuk. No, he's happy with 5.
4 and a measure was the call from Louis. So I don't agree with this call. I don't think he wants to be anywhere near that blue bowl at the front.
You don't want to be on that bowl 2 feet.
I think you'd be playing. I think you'd be playing the same sort of bowl.
I think Bill's the same. I think he wants to stick. You're happy with your 4. If you lose the measure, so be it. Draw another one. Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to get the measure in.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Okay, line's good again.
A little bit of contact will do it.
Is he?
Well, he might have brought them all in here.
He might have. Did he get that one in as
He
well?
might have brought them all in. This could be 6.
It's still a big end no matter what they get.
This could be 6.
This is a far cry from single after single.
Incredible.
Oop, they're both going to measure at the same time.
Well, this is going to be huge. If this is 6, we're locked away at 11 apiece after 11 ends. Interesting pathway to get there, but we've got there.
5
That is 6.
6 shots.
Yep, there's the official word. 6 shots it is, and we're locked away at 11 all after 11 ends, feet. Wow.
Game on again.
Right, well, we've got 6 ends to determine a champion. And as the wind comes back and says, "Don't you forget about me."
We've got Dean hanging off the marquee now.
Yes.
Good thing he's got long arms.
That's a great starter
Great
there
start
from
from
Bullet.
Great shot.
He's improved over the last few ends. He's just found his range a little bit more. A few short ones early, but he's managed. He's settled in just that little bit more.
Yep. Nice reply here.
Cookie.
It's going to slide under, but it's around the place. He is whatever he wasn't supposed to be. Mumbling.
He said he's going home. I edited that, but he said he's going home.
He's still got
I tell you what.
He's trying, isn't he?
Oh, this is all over it,
It's a
Pete.
great shot.
What a shot. Brilliantly played. Just held on nicely. Has set up a nice little return shot to play.
Yeah. You like this in normal conditions.
Yeah.
Not so much.
This is the dream second shot. I can just reach and land? Of course you can. Just reach and land.
Yeah, reached. Now how's the landing going?
I think he's tight.
Yeah.
Now he needs to stay on at the back. Doesn't want to lose that. And he will stay on. Will he? Yes.
Good call. We're hanging on by his fingertips.
Right, he's had his one look at it. Needs to get it with this one.
Yeah, just a bit less
Yeah,
weight.
just ease off, that's right. Yep. Now the key is not to ease off too much.
No.
Yeah. It's always the danger, although he's put that in the area.
Yeah.
That's more the weight that he was being asked to play.
Let's come to a good position there.
Yep.
Osborne's fought that win better than most in this game.
Plenty of viewers enjoying that pickup from Queriting. The big 6 on the previous end to square it away at 11 all after 11 ends. Well, this is closer.
Has he got?
How's the weight?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, is the weight right? Needs every little bit.
He's very close. He's
Every
got
little
this.
bit.
He's got it. What a shot. Would have loved it to fall over, but because the same shot's there now for Pinjara. Gee, that looked good all the way.
So we're looking for the same sort of. It's got a bit more weight than Chucky had.
Well, it's going to try and get down.
So will it get down with the weight is the question.
Not quite. And loses it at the back. I wouldn't mind a forehand shot now here, Pete. Turn their own bowl to jack or get to the yellow. It'll hold up enough to get to the yellow.
You wouldn't think it was should be possible to just drift under that yellow, and
but it is.
But it is. You should be drifting under the yellow with a fair bit to spare.
Okay, staying backhand.
They have got the one at the back, so I don't dispute the call.
Oh no,
There's
it's all
nothing wrong with the call.
options. Yeah, yep.
So don't know if he got the weight, has he? Weight was pretty good again. Just duck the line. But another third.
Matt Mitchell said, in the car on the way home, trophy safely buckled up in the back. Good on you, Matty. Congratulations.
Certainly. It'll be a long trip home, but it'll be a nice trip home.
He had to temper the emotions, didn't he, during his speech?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. We love a heartfelt speech,
Yeah,
and
no.
he nailed it.
Did mention he had a couple more things to say, but I thought he'd better of it. That he may not get through it. It was really good.
Okay, oh really? Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Good on you, Matty.
oh,
You're a good
certainly.
man.
Important win. Well-deserved win.
He said it's 6 hours, so if they can kill a few ends, it'd be nice. I'll be late for the basketball if that happens.
Sorry, Matt. I'm not agreeing with you. I can only hang on to this marquee for so long. Put a bit of Slim Dusty on or something, and that'll get you through. So Bill is now playing that forehand shot now that we suggested it was an option.
Yeah, it is his backhand, but
Okay, sorry. Bloody left-handers.
and he's out very deep on that hand that doesn't want to come. So
If it
is that going to stop as well? I think it is.
Got all the back stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, they have all the back stuff. So Brad has to be a little bit careful here.
Well, he is reaching.
Is it hanging on? It's close.
Oh, what a great
That's
effort.
a great effort.
Has he done enough? I don't think so. Still two. Wow. Glenda, I'm watching the same. Oh, you're talking about the music, or because she said frozen? I don't know whether she's talking about music or she thinks the stream is frozen. I'm watching the same; it's working, so I don't know whether I've got the right implication there or not.
The wife is frozen, but
I
I'll
was
stick with
just
Slim
suggesting that Matt Mitchell might like to listen to some Frozen music. Not sure.
Very bit cautious there, Bill. Quite understandably. Indicate Brad's going to change hands.
Well, whatever he does here, he's going to have to be reaching, but there is a little bit of danger if he gets
Doesn't
the
want-
jack through and
yeah.
doesn't go with it.
Yeah, that's
In
the
all
danger.
sorts.
Yeah, it'll be more than 2 if he does that. So he is trying to turn his own, I think. Of what the weight he plays. Well, it's reasonably solid. Ditch weight anyway.
I don't know that this is getting down, although he's about to get an edge.
He's going to get down in a minute. And it got up. Did he get? It didn't get over.
If they're going to measure, they'll be wanting to chock that bowl in a hurry, I can tell you.
Oh, it was enough.
It is enough. 1 to Pinjara. So 12-11 now the scoreline in favour of Pinjara with 5 ends to play. Brad will take that. Jack all the way to the tee here. Matt up, what, 3.5 to 4 metres?
Yep.
Bullet just getting a bit frustrated that it doesn't bend from out there.
Trying to certainly reach this
Yeah, this
time.
one's going to carry right past unless he grabs some jack, which he doesn't. So still handy with the jack on the tee. Anytime you get a bowl between the jack and the ditch, it's handy, Pete.
Yep.
When you need one there, it can be hard to get.
Yes. Yes. This looks pretty good from my angle. Is he
Yeah.
going to run the distance?
Yep, he's good. Good enough.
That's a really
Yep,
good
well
shot.
played.
On this backhand, it's pretty good. I'm just going to slip in behind it. Will it stick for shot? It will.
I think so, yeah.
Really good shot. That's only about a foot behind. Really dug in.
So simple. So simple from Bill. He said, just play down here. All you
Yeah.
got to do is roll that over. There's not much wind.
No.
Tell you what, if he clears the front, he's not far away. I think he's going to hit the yellow, though. If he was round that,
Weight was pretty
he
good,
wasn't
wasn't it?
far away. Well played again here from Leon. Another one in the zone. Whether it counts or not doesn't really matter. Another one in the area. Well, Bill's saying you need another metre. That's to sit the bowl, so that's what he's looking for.
Yep. Got a very quick yep from Bill.
That's because this is really close. This is really close.
Draw it underneath.
What a shot.
That's a great shot. Perfect shot.
Let's see all the way that he was in the area.
So they've gone back to the. Peter's bowls don't turn as much as Rob, so this is a.
Yeah, it's a harder line to find, I think.
Yeah, you need that. You need the perfect weight, or the really nice weight. Bowl is underneath.
I'm a little bit surprised he hasn't got Peter looking up there on the backhand and
Yeah,
just
it
try
does
and
look
flick
like a
that
nice
ball
shot
out.
on there. He gets onto his own, or
I'm certain that's what Brad will play. I'm not saying that he's saving it by
No.
any stretch. He's obviously looking for the best he can do for the team.
it's just underneath as well, but it may do nothing.
Yeah, so they're going to have a chat about it. Peter will head up there and have a chat with Brad, and while they do that, of course, it's a big thank you to AFGRI and the Regional Men's Health Initiative. Talk to a mate, there it is. Before it all gets too much, talk to a mate. There's the men's line that you can get some help if need be, and if clubs want to get involved, then get in touch with Bowls WA. You can have the Regional Men's Health Initiative visit your club and give a talk. And, what I've heard from those talks is a lot of conversation starters that get people talking about their health, whether it be mental health, whether it be physical health, emotional, all that sort of side of things. So, gone are the days where you just grin and bear it and try and get through. It's about sharing and talking to people that can give you a hand. Well, they've agreed on the forehand.
Yep, sticking that. So this needs to be nice weight. So he gets just that little bit of shape.
It's a better line.
Certainly. Can he get the right shape here? That's the question.
Off the edge.
He will
and
now.
down to the shot.
And he sticks. So, well played. If that's what they were playing. Did look like he had the weight to try and maybe get the inside edge of that, or at least push it through and stick it in the head for another second. Give them only one in the head, so now it's Querding that need another bowl in the head. They're a bit vulnerable now, even though they're only one down. They've got one in amongst 4, 5. Chucky's got the run here. He's very good.
Great effort. And it does give them that other bowl in the head that you're after.
Yeah.
Well, that stops Brad from getting interested at that, pushing that bowl out.
At least makes him think about getting interested.
Yeah.
Not much of a gap here, but he's just sliding under the front.
Under the line. He's still got chances under there.
So the weight's pretty good.
It's a one-shot lead to Pinjara. There's just 4 ends to play after this one. Anybody's match right now, anybody's title. I think we've got what we wanted here, Pete. We've got a close match to finish things off.
Close match.
Yep.
And a pretty good quality match considering
Absolutely.
these conditions.
Spot on.
They've played win or lose. They should be very happy the way they're playing.
Would Bill consider a similar shot to the shot that Peter played here? Bit of weight down off that outside bowl and back for shot.
If he clears the front, he is close.
Well, he has cleared the front and back Well, that's exactly what we were just talking about. But
Quite.
didn't hang on for shot. It is still 1 to the yellow.
And it's a tough shot with his next.
When I say the yellow, I'm talking about the yellow stickers.
It's going to hang there, but that's a pretty good shot. If Bill does decide to play a bit of weight, then that's a chance.
I had looked at that. Yeah, I was looking at bowl up onto, you know, the reddish coloured bowl up onto the shot bowl with the jack popping out the side was going to be worth quite a few. Not sure he'll play that now.
He hasn't got a lot of other options.
He can't really draw the shot, can he?
No. So there's really nothing on his backhand. I wouldn't have thought. Can he get a split and run there?
You can see that's what they're looking at. Get through that front. There are chances.
Doesn't seem there's any danger of losing his own.
So, big decisions to be made. I think he has to give it a chance up through those bowls. That would be that would be my look at it.
That's all he's got. If he wants to play something, then I think that's all he's got. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of danger in that. Seem to have pretty good coverage everywhere. So through those two seems to be what they're motioning.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether he's thinking that it's a backhand shot for him. Just looking at his arm movements.
Underneath things.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go. Bearing in mind, again, Bill's a left-hander. Both of these skippers are left-handed. So when we say backhand, we're talking about a forehand shot for a right-hander. But I think the right shot is Bill's forehand. Just not sure that's what they were talking about.
Gets a split, or he gets to pump the red one straight onto the.
There he's going backhand.
The angles just don't look good that way, but we're not left-handers. They can do some good stuff that we can't.
Well, solid weight. He's
What?
close. What's he doing off these?
Still got the
It's
split.
running up to the jack. He's made two.
So he got the split we wanted.
He has made two. That's why I played the backhand, Pete. Two it is, and it's a one-shot lead.
I think
to
he could have done that
Quairading.
on the forehand.
They lead at 13-12
That's
with
a great
4
shot.
ends to play.
Played it perfectly.
Wow. He's got a smile on his face. It's clear he knows he was fortunate, but he did get into the area that he was looking at. So.
Exactly. I think, yeah. He got probably exactly what he wanted, because the angle of the bowl straight onto the black one didn't look like it was doing anything.
No, so he
it had
actually
to be
got
the split.
Yeah.
On that hand, had to be the split.
Wow. All right. 4 ends to play here. Plenty of comments coming through. Great to see everyone enjoying this match. It's all about the angles. Right, well, the two leads. It's a battle of correction.
That's a pretty good correction too. Bullock's got
Certainly
this one.
is. Look at that.
Very good shot. Not quite there, but it still lines up okay.
Yep, 17 ends is correct. So just the 4 ends to play, including this one. Just needed the trip. The line was good.
Opportunity hit. Turn his own. Turn Cookie's bowl. Slide underneath.
It's all about having the right weight here to allow it to react the right way.
Just a bit too much, eh?
Well, still decent setup behind the head. They'd love that yellow bowl to be a bowl further over away from the line. It would just open up that target just that little bit more.
Yep.
So Rob's just drifting underneath. Still there. Still there, and it's shown throughout the match. You don't need an awful lot of weight for it just to hold a little bit under there.
There's some good, yeah. The hold's good if you can get it on the right line. This is a better weight.
What a great effort.
Maybe another couple of feet, but that's another ball in the head. Gives them opportunities.
Well, Bill's called draw here. I think Chucky, with his experience, will know that he needs to reach. He needs to just land on that bowl or move the jack a little bit because they can't leave it like that.
It's that confident draw.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's still a draw shot. It's just a draw shot with some intent.
I don't think he's got any, unfortunately.
And that's
for creating.
Just can't leave it like that because that is just asking Peter Italic to sit that bowl out for 3.
Will it hold? I don't think so.
There you go. Now he said just
Yes.
reach a fraction. Give it a chance. Even if he turns the shot bowl a couple of rolls just in behind the jack a little bit.
Jack, if he gets on the
He's
edge.
deep again. That's not getting back.
Will if he gets an inside edge. They've got all of it. Weight was pretty good.
Yeah, jack or bowl, he's asked Peter to get a bit more serious with it. Yeah, this is close. Peter Italic, what's he got? He's got the jack and killed it.
Killed it.
So Matty Mitchell will be happy. There's a dead end. That'll cover you for another 5 minutes, Matty.
Yeah, that's another 10 kilometres down the road.
They are considering what to do, and I think they're going to bring them up. They're going to bring the bowls up and play back in the other direction. So, as dead ends remain dead, 13-12 remains the scoreline in favour of Quaireding. And we have 4 ends to play from now. Pete, talking about the Nationals, there has been a call for expressions of interest for players.
Oh yeah, if you're an over 60 player. If you're an over 60 player and you are interested in that state team, whether you've been considered before or been in the team before, doesn't matter. If you were in the team last year, you still need to put that expression of interest in. It's just make sure the selectors don't miss anybody. Doesn't guarantee anything, doesn't guarantee you a trial or anything, but it just makes the selector's job a little bit easier to know who is and who isn't available. So you've got a couple of weeks to do that.
Blake having a bit of fun, Blake Nan, asking what bowls everyone is using. Ones that get affected by the wind,
Yeah.
Blake.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's a fair look from John McCook, because the wind is whipping through again, and what a great shot. We just about got clear skies, Pete.
Yeah, I don't know where this rain's gone, but of course there is a Premier League game at Doubleview tonight. That'd be interesting to see whether the wind dies or not. That may be not the most pleasant experience.
It's a very important game too.
21 ends of fours at 9:30 at night.
Well,
Yep, so
Bullet came back with a wonderful bowl of his own. So Brad will move in just a moment. Once this bowl comes to a stop, he'll be right. He'll be out the way.
really good shot there, John.
There he goes.
Good shot from John. Set up of another really good end here. Just got to arrive. It's not going to quite get there.
Well, there's just a little bit of a frame there to get in underneath that front bowl of his own now for Rob. Get down in underneath that. Sit the yellow bowl. Little nudge of the jack. Needs it to start to drop now. He's not going to, so
Better off not doing anything now. Sit
more
on
the weight than
edge.
anything.
Stays on.
Leon round the back as well. Could be useful later on, especially on that angle. I love the simplicity of it.
That's so simple.
Just come down there, touch anything, all good.
It's hard to believe you wouldn't get this.
He's really lent into that. That's the problem. I reckon the line was about right. He just didn't lean into it. So give it another couple of metres and on that line he'll be a chance. Okay.
Anywhere between a metre and a half and 2.
A little bit more intent. Chucky Hayes is right in the area What's he got here?
Gets to the yellow one. That's
What
great
a shot. He's turned it up. I don't know whether he's turned it right out, though. It's a measure. One down, the signal from Brad Ball. What a shot. What a great bowl.
Louis not making a decision.
Louis got the difficult job of trying to stay out the way whilst keeping us informed of what's going on.
Yes.
Not easy.
Yes. I want to know who's the shot. It is a good
tell you
shot
what,
as well.
This isn't bad. Peter Italic
Just that extra bit of weight.
just held off. So
One to Quirting.
Yeah, one to Quirting, courtesy of that great shot from Chucky Hayes. Ross just asking who won the singles. Thanks, Blake's confirmed that. But if you want to go back and watch that game later on, it will be available on the Bowls WA Facebook page. And, of course, it's available on Streamer as well. So you can go back and watch that match a little later on if you'd like.
So what's Bill going to play here? So
Well,
he's drawing there on his
I
backhand?
think he
or
can play down the same sort of line as
Yeah.
Chucky played, because if he gets to the yellow, he makes three. He nudges the jack a little bit, he doesn't do any harm.
could play the other hand, just turned his own onto the yellow. He's sliding underneath.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have a lot of weight, he can't do any harm, really. As Brad will be looking to get some squeeze going on the jack. He's looking for sort of half jack just on the underside of the jack to get it out to the 45 degree. He's close. Just on the outside. It probably wouldn't hurt for Bill to get a bowl round there, actually. I think I'd be getting a bowl at the 45 behind the head. At the moment, if Brad gets that jack perfectly, it could be as many as 4 or 5.
4 or 5. It won't be a close 4 or 5, but they don't need to be.
Noting that if Bill chips the jack himself, it can go there too. So he's just got to be a bit careful with the weight here.
He's got a fair bit more.
He wants to be a little bit careful here.
Maybe. Well,
He's been unlucky and given shot away.
Brad wants to take it. Brad's got that look on the face. Why are you making me walk this way? I'm going to tell you the same thing I just told you.
All I'm doing is bringing the bowl down instead of rolling it down now. I mean, he does have a trail on for
Yes, he does.
4 or 5.
It is. There is a shot there.
I reckon I'd probably look for the trail, Pete.
Happy to give one away if you're a bit tight.
Yep.
There's the risk and reward there. The reward is 4 or 5.
He's not playing it.
No, he gave the same answer.
All
as he
right,
did
so
previously.
if you are at all superstitious, 13 all after 14 ends. All right, we are 13 shots apiece. And Ryan asking, we're at Osborne Park, Ryan. Three ends to play for the title. Best of, well, not quite best of 3, but who can score the most in 3 ends?
Yeah,
Of course, if we're tied, we will go to an extra end.
the old 3-end tie break. score counts. Bullet just going to pull off a bit short.
Blake Nan posting a picture of a chicken with Brad not willing to play that ball. Of course, Chucky's on the other team.
Yeah. Yeah, you're confusing you. Confusing us.
Nice shot here from John McCook. That's a good ball.
Great shot.
Bullet just with a slight correction to make. Wasn't that far away with his first. Has he got the journey? He hasn't. Now Leon. He is very tight with this one. This is turned early on him.
Yep.
That can happen a little bit into the breeze. It can happen. And the breeze gets on the other side of the bowl and makes you look silly.
Yep.
His weight was actually pretty good.
Sitting something? No. Bit of a bit of an Elvis Presley there from Billy. Hip movement.
Oh, was it? Now, this is on, I was going to say it's on a better line, but it's 2 is bending.
Ooh.
And drops away. Wanting to measure the call at the moment. Kathleen said Matt Mitchell will be happy for a tie. Yes.
Yes.
Good on you, Ryan. No trouble. We've had a great day out here. Is this one going to land? Just caught a little bit of the shot bowl and pushes it in behind the jack.
Just giving them a less angle.
I don't know that this has got the journey for Pete.
It's trying,
but just going to come up short.
Yeah, 3 foot short. Just closes up the draw line there. Bill's got the fingers out. So Chucky on the hand that you think should be wider than it is. So really your point is their second shot. You don't want to be any wider than that. It just was not there either.
One big collect is all it's going to take to make a difference here. Is that what it'll be, or are we going right down to the final bowl? Pete Retallick has got a little bit more on this. That'll do nicely.
Just doesn't want to move off the line. That may change the quirting shot here. It's a really good shot. It's just unfortunate it just fell over off the line. He can afford to reach now, but he might just...
He's bitten the line. He's bitten the line. It's just going to drop away.
He's turned his own over a little bit closer.
It'll definitely still be 2 to Pinjara.
Yep.
who's going to be the hero here? Had a whole week to get to this point, and it comes down to what you can do in 3 ends. Brad Ball's going to be short, but it's going to be very much in the line. Yeah, that is going to make things interesting. I think Bill might need to go chasing these 2 bowls, Pete.
Yep, might be a bit more inventive here.
I think Inesio hunting up on his backhand. Trail the jacks all right. That's where he's going to go looking. Needs to play it with a nice... Well, he's played it with a good line.
Trying to get away from him.
It actually has dropped on him. So, didn't mind that line. I thought he might have been too far away there, but...
Probably another metre, it does hold that line. It will hold that line.
That's what I was getting at. Maybe play a bit more weight, look to get the 2 bowls, because it's just a little bit easier to judge.
So he's got to make a decision. He can't give it more grass and more weight, because, as we know, it'll hold. He's got to either do one or the other. Easiest one generally is more weight. Brad's he's drawing another one. Yep.
Well, that's got to make up Bill's mind. He's got to attack that.
He has got the backest. Yeah, he might get more serious here. Right. Can he get the jack through?
On its way with weight.
He's close.
He's round the front.
He's
got the jack, and where's it going? It's gone all
in.
the way to the ditch and stayed in. That is going to be 2.
Another big bowl from Bill Fraser.
That will be 2 to Queriting. We'll wait for the official confirmation. There it is. 2 to Queriting. And we asked who the hero was going to be. Well, Bill Fraser steps up and says, maybe it's me. 2-shot lead with 2 ends to play. And a brilliant shot.
Great shot.
Last bowl of Brad's was handy because it put another one in the count, but it just put a frame around the jack.
Yeah, set it up nicely for Bill. Would have looked really inviting. Didn't overdo it either. No, Bill's not a big driver anyway.
No, it was just a matter of getting away on a nice tight line with a bit of weight behind it.
Yep.
Brilliant. All right. So, if Queriting can secure this end, it's going to be a tricky one for Pinjara to come back from. So, all about Pinjara getting this end to give themselves a really red-hot chance going into the last. For Queriting, they'd love a 1 here, and a 2 would be ideal.
It's not a bad start. A couple of feet.
Plenty of great comments coming through, enjoying that great shot of Billy Fraser. Shane Boyd, Morris Cremiri, John Sharp, Cameron Harris. Who's that Cameron Harris fella?
Oh, he should be working. Great shot there from John. Nice 2-foot trail sitting on the front of the jack. Great response. So Bullet has certainly got more weight. Is he going to hold? No, so...
Phil Manning letting us know he's listening on the radio because he's not watching because he's driving. Well, Pete, you've got a good face for radio anyway, so... I'll tell you what, 2 great shots from Cookie.
Nope, flicks the ball over, nearly a wrong bias.
That's not what's on. That's not what's ordered right now. Don't need a wrong bias.
No, he picked it up well.
Having said that, the wind's taken care of that anyway. Back of the rink, not a bad place to be.
Find a way around it, so
Well, it's good enough for
Yeah.
3 at the moment. It won't stay that way. We wouldn't expect that to be 3, but
just need a close one. He beat the outside yellow there. Rob's done his job. Get the second shot. Just high line, but his bowls have drawn more than most.
it's more the journey. He needs to run.
Yeah, he runs it out. He's actually very good.
He's done enough to cut the front out anyway. It's still 2. Good on you, Vern. Glad you're enjoying.
Doesn't want to open this up here. He doesn't, so
Gets himself
ends
in
well.
the count.
Yeah, ends well for Leon. Gets Cookie out of it, gets him in it. It's one each. That's fair enough.
2 and a measure is actually the call.
Yeah,
so
still in the there you go. So bit of competence there from Bill Fraser.
just a tight little line to find underneath the front, but stay up enough to get to the yellow shot bowl.
And don't run out of the head if you miss.
Well, there is
Always
room there. And
important factors.
Chucky's pointed this pretty well if he's got the run.
He's definitely got the run. Has he got the sit?
That is a great effort. He'll sit for second, third.
Oh, he's a bit
He will
unlucky,
sit
but
for third.
still a good shot. Probably showed you probably can't draw it under there. It's just a little bit high. But Chucky was right out to those bowls, so draw weight would indicate that you can't do it. You need to be playing a good metre, 2 metres.
Yeah, okay.
Although, a couple of gusts might be okay.
Might be a completely different line, yeah.
Similar line, not similar weight, but
Oh, wow, that was on a good line with another metre of weight.
that was getting held up nicely. It's unfortunate. It's in the way as well as not getting second. So on the weight from there.
Just going to crash
Just
into the front,
crashed.
so we just need to get Brad just to step off the
Not
line.
a lot going
little
for
bit
Bill here.
us. Yeah, he's 2 down. We've got that confirmed. Get one of them out. I mean, could he get the edge of the yellow and get back to the other counter? That's possible.
Yeah, it's got the backest.
Oh, there we go. I think Sharon's making sure they leave us a gaff at the back there. Just a little reminder. Subtle, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure she's always subtle. Shake of the head from Dean.
is it big weight? It looks like it the way it's shaping up.
It does.
Can Bill Fraser find another big shot here? He's really close to this. He's got
Jack
one,
movement.
and the jack, and
is
it's
dead.
out of bounds.
Oh,
Dead
Matthew,
end.
you're in again, Matthew.
We will go again.
Another big shot from Bill Fraser.
Ryan, both of these are country teams. Country Week's all about country players. So Pinjara and Quairading. What a shot. Bill Fraser couldn't have hit that any better, really.
Playing the big bowls at the moment. Still might need a couple more.
So, still the two ends to play. 2-shot margin in favour of Quairading.
Bullet said it all. He's not there. He's only a metre short.
Shane Judas Nan saying he isn't human, this bloke.
Yeah, he might have done a few of those things to Shane as well. This is better from Bullet.
Yeah, it's very
It's
good.
a really good shot here.
It's a great place to be. Right on the front of the jack there, just, what, about bowl and a half off. Just makes it all that more difficult to draw to when you can't see it.
Yep.
As I say that,
He's pretty close, John, here.
just travelling a bit, I
But
think.
Two
That's all
pretty
it
good
is.
shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good setup.
Yeah, Paul, the Country Week rules do differ in different states, so that's where some of that misunderstanding can come. I know Country Week in Victoria, the Metro players go out into the country and play in the country areas, so it can be different. So whilst it seems obvious, I get that there can be some differences.
Leon turned his back on that one, so that would indicate he's not reaching. Just still got a bit of travel on this one, but can he get a seat on the yellows? Rob just slides
Just found the
through.
gap, which is what happened with his previous one.
Ah. So Leon won't like his first one. Looking to make amends. It's better weight this time.
Tell you what, he's very close to
Close.
the jack, just on the outside. What's another one just in behind there? The only problem is it's very hard to get to the jack
Yeah.
to trail it there.
Yeah, it's hard to get it there.
A little turn of the. I guess that's the difficult bit for Quairading right now. They want to get another bowl in there, but they do not want to move that bowl off the
No.
off the front of the
They
jack.
don't want to lay it down. So he's got to draw an act casual, just slide around everything. His line is pretty good, but not going to quite make it, is he?
Oh, I think he has.
Maybe. Yeah, he has done enough. No target, so it's going to be a
That's almost ideal.
dead draw here.
Yeah.
At this stage, you're going to have to draw it. Peter given the option of either hand, and he's still deciding. Has chosen his forehand. He's just Just got to get the weight right so he can get a little bit of shape. Just a bit high and again, Chucky. Worst thing he can do is sit a foot jack high.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna do
just
that.
almost think Queriting's set up here is almost perfect at the moment.
You just don't want anything jack high.
No.
Can't afford to have that. So Peter, Italic looking for 6 feet and a tighter line. It's got the tighter line. Or has he? Yes. No.
A little rub that's brought him home.
Just
The tiniest little touch got him turning. He might. We haven't had a signal. I don't know whether he's still.
We got a hesitant signal there from Louis to say Queriting were 1 up.
Yep, and Bill confirming that. Well, look, Queriting would be happy if they can get 1. I mean, that would give them a 3-shot lead going into the final end.
That bowl there does give Brad the chance to get to the jack now.
It does.
So they do need to get. Bill has been calling to get to that yellow bowl for a few bowls now.
Yeah.
And now he needs to do it himself because that is the danger right now. So that yellow bowl's about 3 feet behind. That's where he's got to get to.
Well, he's been able to come up with the bowls over the last few ends, time after time. Can he land a perfect cover bowl here?
It's a tight line.
The weight's not bad for it, but he's going to crash into the front. Has he made that a little bit more difficult? Is that a consolation prize? He certainly has.
He's filled the hole. Brad might just go those 2 bowls now.
It's certainly an option. It is certainly an option, and one that we know Brad's not shy to play.
No, more than capable of getting. Everything else looks quite difficult.
Both bowls onto jack, not ideal, although it could kill.
Yeah, still got last bowl, so if he does it this one, he'll be okay. Should be okay.
I think it's probably the easiest shot he's got available in terms of, it's very hard to draw. So it is big weight. Brad Ball looking for both bowls. He's on the outside.
So you don't have to worry about that.
So another one in the area is the call.
Really still trying to beat those back bowls. He's not trying to get another one counter. He's still trying to beat that yellow bowl. Does both jobs.
Correct.
So doesn't have to be fancy. His weight wasn't bad last time, I don't think.
You can see where Chucky's called for that bowl, exactly where we were talking about, Pete. Just on that yellow one on the outside.
Yeah. Didn't have terrible weight. He might need another metre, maybe, on his last. It was more the line. Dicing with a high line here. Dicing with a high line.
Well, that's handy.
Some
Doesn't
use.
quite do the job that he was after, but it's handy.
The jack goes back now. It's not too good for Pinjara.
So he ignores that, and he's just going to go on the attack.
Yep. Right.
Has to.
Has to. Yeah, he hasn't got. Don't think he's got much else.
Big weight, Brad Ball.
It's
Looking for
close up.
contact. He's got him. He's got both bowls. Well, what a shot. Brad Ball. How many's he made? It's at least 3. It's at least 3, and they might go looking for the front one as well. What a shot. Perfect contact. These two skippers have stepped up big time in the last few ends. Louis got 4 paddles ready.
So they had 4 opportunities to beat those back bowls to make that not a danger, and couldn't do it. Gave Brad that opportunity.
They're still looking. They're going to have to get the tape out and make a decision here, but I think this is going to be 4.
Yeah, he's giving him that one.
And this is where when you kick balls out of the head, do not kick them to the same distance as what you're measuring, because it gets confusing.
Yes.
They've kicked 3 balls out and left them in exactly the spot where they could measure to.
Yeah, if I was Pete, I'd try and measure another
Good
one.
chance to get 9.
Okay, so the black-blue one isn't in the equation.
So that is in. That is 4. All positioned at that awkward spot.
That's
And
not
that is
counting.
not. So
4.
4 it is.
2
4
down
shots.
to 2 in front.
Incredible.
Great shot. Great
And he hit it
shot.
right on the nose too. Like there's just no doubting the shot. 17-15 the lead to Pinjara. 2 shots in it. Last end, here we go. What a shot. All right, well, we take a breath and we prepare ourselves for the final end here of Country Week, Men's Country Week for 2024. Can Cookie nail it with the first? He needs the jack.
He might super trail it.
Just passes on the
quite, but
outside.
It's not the worst opener.
Bullet. The weight looks all right from
Yeah.
here.
Just won't get down. He's just got slightly higher line.
Weight
That
was
weight.
perfect.
There's Cookie taking the weight off. He has. He's not too bad.
Yeah, well, that'll do.
Yep, it's good enough at this stage.
This is close for Bullet. This is very close. That's a great shot from Bullet Hadlow. Gets right in behind the jack. That's 1. They need a minimum of 2 to keep the game alive.
Feels like a game that needs an extra end.
It it does. Leon Birch.
Great reply.
He's
Leon.
saying, "This is my second chance.
Yes.
I want a title to go home with."
I don't want 2 runner-ups. Well, that makes it a great week. I don't want 2 runner-ups. Oh, just pushed it through again. You've got to get there at some point. You might as well do it now.
Blake back saying, "Wow, what did I miss? You missed a Brad Ball special, Blake." Can Leon just find an extra foot?
He's found an extra something.
As a large foot. Yes. What Leon's bowl has done is it's just meant that Quairading, they must beat that bowl to get a second in there.
Yep. No.
It's hard to beat. And that bowl, while short, will give him just a little bit of a reference point to drop in under.
Yep. This is a guide. Peter Retallick.
Well, that makes things all the more difficult because that sits right in the line, right in the draw line.
You just may have to be prepared to roll that birch roll in.
Yeah.
And get rid of it at some other point.
I agree.
Rather than trying to invent something here. You only need the 2, as long as if you ask for 3 or 4.
Well, there is the option of getting underneath and sitting Leon's bowl out on this hand.
Yeah, you just don't want to turn that blue one into the head, do you?
No.
If he gets onto this black one in the middle, well, that sort of closes that gate.
And the only problem with that is that sort of gives you a look at a draw line that it doesn't really look like it's
it doesn't
there.
exist.
Yeah.
Looks like it should, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it does with the perfect bowl. It'd have to be perfect. So Peter Retallick does look like he's got a little bit more.
Right, so now he is looking at that shot underneath to try and sit the red bowl of Pinjara, work its way back to the jack. Certainly on.
Yep. Yeah, it'll hold that line, as we know.
He could, with an ideal bowl, actually make 3 out of this. Off the edge of the bowl back to the jack. What? I was going to say it was all right, but it just drifted big time for him.
Can't be wide there, can you? Can't be wide, but it is so easy to be wide.
Right, well, it's 1 to Queriting. 1 isn't enough for Queriting. If you're Brad Ball, Pete, what are you doing here?
I think you're still trying to get as close as you can, aren't you? Turn the red with 2 feet.
Or do you try and get out where they're trying to pop the jack to?
It's either way.
I don't think that's where they're trying to get to the jack to. That's
you'd expect if the jack gets there, it's by mistake. The jack's more likely to go the other way.
The other way, yeah.
Which is...
Does that give Bill the option to play down and fall off that to count?
Fall off that to count, exactly. Depends if the mindset, is he looking for 3 or is he looking just for 2? If he's looking for 2, you're nearly following Brad down.
Yep.
But if his mindset says, well, we need 3, then you don't even consider that option.
Well, clearly, you've got to be happy if you can get 2.
It's not necessarily the mindset, but is it?
All right, well, I think from the discussion we've seen, he's going to play the same shot as what Chucky played.
Yep.
But Brad's sort of covered that a little bit with his bowl.
Yeah, there's probably only 2 there now. Just look like there are easier 2s. But Bill's played some big bowls in the last 5 ends. Wouldn't put us past him.
All right, it's on its way. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not going to get past the front. Well,
it's opened up a draw.
It has.
Yeah,
tell you what,
Peter's been calling for that shot again. I don't think he's not convinced.
This is going to be one special bowl from Bill Fraser if he can make 2.
Bring the house down if he draws another. But I think Brad will try and draw it himself.
I think so. Yep. I don't think he's looking. I don't think he's looking for the bowl. Is
If
he?
he's trying to cover, then he's trying to cover where Peter Retallick's feet is. Right, Peter's feet is now on the other side. Yeah, there. Right of screen where Peter's standing. That's another spot where they can actually get 3. If Bill trails the jack to that point. Yeah, bit hard to tell Bill to move at the moment.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's
No,
tricky, but
Sharon bit the bullet,
yeah.
so to speak. What's Brad decided? Not covering. He's trying to get shot.
He's not going to get down to it, I don't think. No. So
Oh, Bill, decision time. Trailing for 2, Jack 6 feet for 3.
well, he only has to draw for 2. He doesn't have to trail anything. Yeah.
So drawing
Yeah.
for 2 or trailing at 6 feet for 3.
Mm. I think he just has to draw the shot.
Hard one because you don't.
I don't think there's a lot going for him moving the jack, Pete. I think that yellow bowl makes it
Yeah.
very hard for him to get 3.
I'd still be tempted to try and trail the jack a foot or so because the worst thing I could do right now is to pull
come
up
up
2 feet short.
Yeah, that's fair.
That would be terrible. I'd rather trail it and not get 2, and then
There's a chance off the outside.
yeah, there are other options if he's got
All right.
just that little bit of weight.
Well, here we go.
Confident draw again.
Here
Confident draw.
we go.
Big roll.
Fours men's country week title on the line.
He's got a little bit of weight.
He's going to need this to get down. It isn't going to. He's pushed the ball up, and it will be a Pinjara victory. That will be 2 shots on the board to Pinjara, and they win it 19-15. But I think all 8 players on the rink can certainly be very, very proud of that performance. That was a wonderful finish to the 2024 Country Week Championships. A wonderful finish. We hoped for a great game, and that's exactly what we got. Big shots from both skippers down the stretch. Brad Ball on the second last end steps up, rips out the 2 Queriting bowls to make 4, and that right there was the game breaker that made the difference. So our champions in the 4s, Pinjara, Brad Ball, Peter Retallick, Leon Birch and John McCook. Leon and John go home with a win and a runner-up performance in a big day for them. Our thoughts with the runners-ups, a fantastic performance from Queriting, Bill Fraser, Chucky Hayes, Bullet Hadlow and Rob Wilson. A really entertaining day. Stick with us because we are going to get to the presentations for the 4s and recognise the wonderful efforts of the players there. A big thank you to AFGRI and Regional Men's Health Initiative for their support in bringing us the 2024 Men's Country Week. And just having a look through what we've seen throughout the day, it was the Pinjara. Well, it was a Pinjara Derby in the pairs as Tom Ellison and Peter Cole took the win 18 shots to 4 to claim the pairs title. We were then treated to a wonderful singles display between Matt Mitchell and Justin Smith. Matt raced out to a 9-2 lead. Justin Smith pulled it back. He got it right back and he actually led 13-12 before Matt Mitchell grabbed a 4. And that was the impetus to get him over the line and get him home 21-16. And then we were treated to that 4s match to wrap things up. And it was Pinjara victorious 19-15. And another thrilling match. In fact, the biggest margin in the match there was only 6 shots. And, of course, the biggest score that was scored was when that 6-shot margin was there. And Quairading grabbed a 6 to lock it away at 11-all. From there, we weren't sure what was going to happen. Quairading that held a 15-13 lead. They held 2. And Brad Ball held his nerve, stepped up, removed the 2 closest Quairading bowls, and that left Pinjara with 4 shots and enough to get them over the line. Country Week's a special week, it really is, and a big thank you to all of the volunteers that have been involved across all of the clubs that have hosted. It is a massive undertaking. Big congratulations to Peter Harris for his work in putting everything together. I can certainly vouch that I see firsthand the work that goes in to organising Country Week, and it's been another wonderful success. Osborne Park has done themselves proud again, as they always do, with hosting any of the big events that come their way, and once again they've done really well. The green today still played really nicely, given the fact that we had a fair bit of wet weather throughout the morning and a little bit last night. So the team are just about ready for presentations, so we'll hand over there shortly and enjoy the fours combination of Brad Ball, Peter Italic, Leon Birch and John McCook get presented with their trophies and their winners' prizes, and of course the Quairading runners-up. So it looks like they are ready for us, and we will cross to Doug Kelly for the presentation of the fours.
Rightio, everyone. So that brings Country Week to the finish, and as the culmination of a great week was capped off with a great game of fours, and I congratulate all 8 bowlers that are involved in that epic. They certainly left us on the edge of our seats right to the end. There's lots of thank yous, as you can well imagine, but none more so than AFGRI, who have been great sponsors over the last 3 seasons, and hopefully that continues, and to the Regional Men's Health Initiative, who helped stump up today's live stream as well. We really do appreciate that, because it's an important vehicle for us to get bowls out into the wider the community and to our country folk that couldn't all be here. I'm sure back at Pinjara and Quairading there'll be lots of people tuned in. There's obviously a lot of clubs have been involved over the last 8 days, and we thank every one of them. I'd love to shake hands with every single club and thank them for their contribution to putting this together. Today, not just Osborne Park, today we saw Sue Hogg and her team, that I won't name them all because I'll miss someone out and be in trouble, but we do appreciate it that they come along and we get the best. These are international technical officers, so ITOs, the best umpires we have in the state, and actually they're some of the best umpires that are actually in Australia, so we thank them wholeheartedly for putting their time and effort into helping us put this great game on display. To Fred, I see Fred Davis there as president of Osborne Park Bowling Club, right from the Thursday night. It's been fantastic effort. I know the effort that goes into putting this all together, not just the good greens, but everything that happens inside, and the endless hours are put together by Ian Lilburn as a greenkeeper, Helen Stevens and Paula behind the bars. It's just fantastic what you all do, and we really do appreciate it. And we know there's just not, I'm not saying that flippantly, I know there's an enormous amount of effort and planning went into this, so we thank them very much. And just on that, we do live stream, as you all know, and to Lomax Productions, we try and get a really professional, thing that goes out to live stream that goes out to everyone. So we thank them, and they do a fantastic job, and we have a great relationship with them. Peter and Clive work tirelessly behind the microphone all day, doing what they had to do. So we thank them, and they really are good at the art. Everyone else has left, so we were just down to the finalists today, and you shouldn't. If I made a final, I wouldn't feel disappointed when you sit back and reflect on it. I know it would have been better to win it, but to take it to the wire like you did, you should hold your heads proud. I'm sure, knowing quite a few Quairading people, they'll all be very proud of your group. So, Bill, if you'd like to lead your team forward, Chucky Hayes, Rob Wilson, and Bullet Hadlow, sorry for the nicknames, but they should be very proud. A few words of wisdom. Speaking to both because it's, if you can, yeah, both sometimes.
Right. Do you want me to use two, both?
Yeah, go. Just because
Right.
one's going to live stream.
Okay, thanks, Doug. My congratulations to the Pinjara boys. It was turned out to be a bit of a tough game in the end. Looked like you got skipped away and we caught back up. But anyway, well done. At the last, couldn't quite manage it. Congratulations to all the organising people who organised the whole thing. They've done a tremendous job. We played on some fantastic greens over the week, and it's just really unfortunate that the rain sort of messed things up, because I can assure you the heads opened right out because of the weather, the rain and everything. But I'd like to really thank my team. We love our bowls. We come down to Country Week. This is my 42nd, I think, so I'm an old bastard. And we got Colin played very well. All played exceptionally well all week. But I'd really like to mention Rob Wilson. Rob's a super sub. George Hanson normally plays with us, but he fell over crabbing on Friday and bruised his cock bone on his bottom and couldn't play. And Rob kindly filled in and played really well to help us get here, obviously. Yeah, that's about all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you. So tough week, and but I guess all that hard work and time that they spent putting into honing their skills, and they're representing the champion country club of the year, the Pinjara Bowling Club. I'm sure back at home they're really proud, and we did a little chat with Margaret earlier on, and we've managed to sing their praises about how great they've been. But Borley, you're becoming used to, I'll just about first name basis with you nowadays. There's some other state events you've done really well in, and Country Week, of course, last year. But today you had three great mates who put together a great week and a great spectacle this afternoon that we all enjoyed. So if you could come forward with Peter Retallick, Leon Birch and John McCook, and of course Brad Ball.
First of all, big thanks to the Queridan boys. Guys, you played a great game. Great conversions. It was very tough conditions out here, not like we'd played in the rest of the week that we'd played. That bit of rain and that wind made it really, really tricky. It looked a little bit second rate to start with, but in the end there, we all got a hang of it, and they were tough conditions, and we're lucky to have prevailed. Well played, guys. We'll meet up with you again next year. Big thanks to Bowls WA, Agfree, the sponsors. Without sponsors, these events don't happen. Aussie Park Bowling Club, marvellous to play finals here. Big thanks to Ian Lilburn and his team. The greens have been sensational here. We've been here for the last 3 or 4 days now. Absolutely sensational. They've been great to bowl on. We couldn't control the rain. Otherwise, I think it would have been a whole different game today. My team, great blokes. Cookie, Birchie, Peter Retallick, great to win a title with them. And I hope that eased a bit of pain from this morning, guys. You got beaten the pairs by another Pinjara side, which was Peter Cole and Tommy Allison. Like, Pinjara's only had 8 players at Country Week. 6 of us have played finals. Pinjara's onwards and upwards. Well done, Pinjara. Thanks very much. We'll be back next year.
So there's just one last one to finish off, and and not insignificant by any amount, but it shouldn't be that hard to work out. I mean, even I could have worked the sums out on this one. So we have the Country Week Club for this season, of course, goes to Pinjara. And Margaret, would you like to come forward and accept that on behalf of the club? You want to say some words? You love public speaking.
Oh, I do.
So just I do.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate Pinjara boys and also to the other guys who were played but didn't make it through. So fantastic effort from Pinjara. Also, I'd like to congratulate Quairading. Lovely little club, so hopefully we'll see you again next year. Yeah, it's been a wonderful year for Pinjara, and as Brad said, onwards and upwards. Thank you.
I'll stop you. Congratulations and shake hands and get started. So that's it for this year. It's been another great year, and we look forward to piecing this all together. The entries were up a little bit this year, and hopefully that continues. And I'd just like to thank the people who attended today, and of course, I think forgot to mention Ian Lilburn as a greenkeeper here and his wonderful team of helpers. So thanks everyone, and let's look forward to next year.
There you have it. That is Men's Country Week wrapped up for 2024. Big congratulations to Pinjara. They take the Best Club Award, and as Doug mentioned, it was a pretty obvious one in a way, with winning the fours and the pairs, runner-up in the pairs as well. Maddie Mitchell, our singles champion, as we mentioned earlier. So, look, there's still so many events on the cards. We're not far from Women's Country Week, and of course, don't forget, more streaming on Wednesday for the Metropolitan Women's Grand Finals, and you'll have live coverage of the Premier League Grand Final from Cambridge, and they'll keep you up to date with all of the scores on all of the Metro Grand Finals. It's been a massive day here at Osborne Park. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to AFGRI and the Regional Men's Health Initiative as we farewell you from Osborne Park, and we look forward to when we join you next. Thanks, everyone.
If you take one step, then you will